This lesson is about drawing portraits. Maybe not the most important thing in fashion illustration, but a portrait can make or break your drawing. At first it can be very overwhelming, but stick with me. I'm going to try to break it down into more simple steps for you. Of course, it's not necessary to learn all the steps for a very detailed portrait drawing. However, some of the basic methods can really help. Contrary to what we learned before, we don't want to focus on the outlines or detail this time. Rather, we're gonna establish a structure which you can add your details on later. We want to look at the big and important shapes first. A shape that always works is this sort of triangular sailboat shape. Notice how I try to capture all of the head, not just the face, but also not too much of the hairstyle. If you get this basic first shape right, you're not gonna end up with the wrong proportions, a head or skull that looks too long or too short. With the next two lines, you're gonna set the angle and the tilt of the head. First, a line for the eyebrows, which is approximately in the middle of the head, depending of course on the tilt. Next is the center line, which runs through the center of course. To make sure you get it right, you can roughly measure it on your reference photo with your pen. The lines for the nose and mouth are gonna be in the same angle as the eyebrow line. Cut the space in half between eyebrow and chin for the nose and cut in half again for the mouth. If you're having trouble with finding the position of the ear, you can use a line that goes through the middle of the nose. For the rest of the skull, you can orient yourself on the initial shape. Of course, in this step everything is still very vague, so it's better you don't press down too hard while drawing, so you can still correct things later. This raw structure gives you something to work with and put your details on top. You can try these exercises with different heads in different positions. The more extreme the pose, the more the basic guidelines will change though.
Of course, it's not your job as a fashion designer to master portrait drawings. But let's be real. It can't hurt to know a few basics, so when you are doing artistic illustrations, you can put a head on your body. Now where the course is ending, I want to remind you all that you definitely not have to absorb every detailed information of this course. So, the key is to find your own way of doing things and find your own solutions for problems. But I sure hope that course gave you some new ideas and inspiration for your work.